Hi, this is Seniesa Estrada, and you're watching True School Sports.
All right, Brennan Taylor here, True School Sports. I got Seniesa Estrada, very talented boxer, coming up in women's boxing. Great to have you on, Seniesa. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Good to have you on. I remember the last time I talked to you was 2016. I interviewed you at the Cuadras Gonzalez fight. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, that was the first time I met you, right?
Yeah, the only time you met me, period. Yeah. Yeah. But I remember I asked you. I was like, oh, what's your favorite boxing movie? And you were like, you said The Champ with Ricky Schroeder.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had I know I had a chance to watch it, and I watched it, and like there were a couple things about the movie that made me realize why it's your favorite. But there was one quote in the movie that I realized it was at this moment that I realized it was your favorite movie. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, I don't know if you remember the part where the little kid in the movie he says TV rights or the champ doesn't fight. The champ's not going to sign for 50,000 and not a nickel less.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was like, that's why she likes the movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I love that part.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, like aside from that part, I realized that it was the love between the struggling father and his son who thinks he's the greatest in the world, kind of like you and your dad, how you came up in boxing.
Right. Yeah. Great story. One of my other favorite lines is when he said, "Your money is my money, chap." Oh man, that part's so sad.
Yeah, like that just like cuts you right in the heart.
Yeah, it does. I love that movie.
Yeah, so The Champ, great movie. But yeah, man, like you signed with Golden Boy, which honestly I don't know what took so long. Like I'm glad they finally signed you because you were fighting on their cards consistently. Could you just kind of like walk through that whole process and why it maybe took so long for them to sign you? Because I thought it was way overdue.
Yeah, I definitely thought it was way overdue too, and I mean, I guess it's the right timing. I mean, I know they signed as far as the first, and maybe it wasn't what they expected. Maybe that's why they decided to sign me. They know like the state of women's boxing is growing, but I don't know. I know it took a while, but I'm just happy that I'm finally signed. I'm still young, and I'm ready to just start fighting on TV and getting that exposure that I deserve and start winning world titles. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready. Even though it took long, I'm more prepared. I feel now than I probably would have been 2 years ago. It's all about timing, and it's been God's timing and God's hand. So yeah, I'm prepared. I'm ready to do it.
Okay. From like a business standpoint, like, how do you think this how does this make, aside from like the TV aspect of it, because I know you want to fight on TV, but how does this make your career better, and how does this like help women's boxing moving forward?
It helps my career tremendously. Just not only like inside of the ring, of course, my goal is to win world titles and all that, and be known as one of the greatest fighters, but also, outside of the ring, it helps with my career and goals that I have outside of the ring. And yeah, I feel like I've had a lot of exposure, and my fan base and like LA has grown without being with the promoter and without even being on TV. So now that I have a big promoter behind me and I'm going to be fighting on TV, I feel like sky's the limit. Like I don't know how far how big this can be. I guess I don't realize that yet, but I know it's definitely going to be a big thing for sure. It's a good thing for me in my career.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know, like, before I mean, because I remember I was at that fight where you put on a boxing masterclass against Nancy Franco. That was a great performance on the night. But I remember even before that, I would tell people, I'm like, yo, there's this girl Seniesa Estrada, like, y'all gotta check her out. She's gonna be like, she has a chance to do some really good things in women's boxing, and probably I thought back then, like, even be the next star in women's boxing. And I don't know if you saw my video. I made a video about a month before you signed, and I was like, Golden Boy signed the wrong Mexican fighter in Marlen Esparza. They should have signed the undefeated girl from East Los Angeles. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, thank you. I did see that. People were telling me about it. They're like, you guys see this video? And then I didn't know who it was. Like, they were trying to, they they said your name. I didn't remember your name when I met you. I only met you once. So
Yeah.
when I watched the video, I was like, oh yeah, that's the guy I met.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for all the support and for speaking your mind and the truth.
No, absolutely. I mean, if you go check my track record, I'm never shy to speak my mind on anything in boxing. So, yeah, you're a golden boy now. Obviously, you mentioned Marlen, and she fights around your weight. That's a fight for you that I know would be big for your career. Could you just talk about, like, because Marlen, and you can choose to speak on this if you want or not, but Marlen in the past, she's had a lot to say about you. Did you guys have like any sort of rivalry in the amateurs? Because there's like videos floating around about that whole situation.
No, I mean, we never fought in the amateurs. She's always been like 3-4 years older than me. So when she was a senior, I was a junior, so we were never able to fight. I honestly don't know where all of like the hate towards me is coming from. Really, like it was a shock to me. I was like, wow, like I've always known that Marlen had like a really bad attitude, and a lot of people who have been around her in the amateur, they all know that. So I wasn't really like surprised with like everything she was saying about me, but in a way I kind of was. I was like, wow, like I mean, I guess it's because she sees the competition and she just doesn't like it,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we never fought or anything. But yeah, it's definitely a fight that I know Golden Boy wants to make. Maybe within the next year and a half. But right now, I'm just focused on the fights that I have ahead of me this year because I need to look good. I need to look spectacular, and I want to definitely impress, especially being on TV. So, but right now, I'm not really worried about that fight. I mean, I know it's gonna happen, but when it comes, that's when I'll focus on it.
Okay. But no, that definitely makes sense. Whenever it does happen, they should have you guys fight at Dodger Stadium.
That'll be great.
Yeah, I know you're a big Dodger fan, but and actually I checked, they don't fight on Cinco de Mayo, which is the day I know they're planning for Golovkin Triple G in the rematch. So I don't know, maybe on the undercard, who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'd love to see that fight. You're someone who, like, I know a lot of fighters tend to talk to. Like, I remember, obviously the whole Roy Jones thing happened a while ago. Have you spoken to Roy recently? And if you have, like, has he given you like any new advice on boxing?
Yeah, actually, my team and I were speaking to Roy about him signing me. He really wanted to sign me.
Wow. Okay.
We kind of just, my trainer wanted me to just be patient and just wait because he knew I could possibly get an even better deal with another promoter. And Roy he's just such a great guy. He has such a big heart, and he really likes me a lot. And I told him about the whole Golden Boy thing, and he's like, you know what? If you're gonna get a better deal somewhere else and not with me, then go for it. I just want what's best for you. So Roy's been extremely supportive, and yeah, it's amazing. I'm glad I have like someone like him to guide me with any advice, and he's my favorite fighter of all time. So pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that's good to hear.
Yeah, it was great.
No, awesome. I saw this recently because I was doing my homework on you and stuff. I was doing more homework on you, and I've seen, like, in the past you work with like Chris Cyborg, and
yeah.
I had a chance to watch her fight recently. She fought Holly Holm. She looked really good. How good of a boxer do you think like Chris Cyborg is? And like when you were in the ring with her, like what qualities did she have as just a boxer?
She was just starting to like want to learn how to box and make her stand up better. Like I know she like after we had sparred together, because I sparred with her teammates, Kylan Karan.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, she's more my weight, so we sparred together all the time. So their trainer Jason Carrillo was like, hey, can you go around with Chris? I wanted to see how it is to spar, because she hardly ever spars any boxer. So he just wanted to see like where her footwork was at and what he had to work on with her. So,
Yeah.
I mean, she's gotten a lot better since the last time we had sparred, and then she sparred with Clarissa Shields probably like a couple weeks after I had sparred with her.
Yeah, I saw that.
And yeah, I think her status has gotten a lot better since the time that I first sparred her.
Okay, yeah, no, because I was watching her against Holly Holm, and she was throwing these overhand rights, and it kind of like she kind of like Triple G a little bit in that fight, like the way she was landing punches on the temple of Holly Holm's head.
Yeah, I was shocked that she was actually hitting Holly with a lot of punches, like by standing up. So yeah, it's cool. Her style's getting a lot better, and I know it's hard for her because she's so used to just using her strength all the time and just being overpowering and strong. But she kind of had to, like when we were sparring, she kind of had to like realize that it's not about just being strong and overpowering people. You know, like when you're boxing, like you have to kind of, some punches aren't going to be hard. Sometimes you're gonna have to tap punches and throw soft punches just to set the thing up, or just to get in the inside or do certain things. So she's kind of figuring that out now. So that's pretty cool to see.
Okay, yeah, because I know she was talking about crossing over to boxing. How good of a fighter do you think she would be like in the pro game?
I think she would do well. She keeps working on her stand-up, especially at the weight class that she's at. I think she can do well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's all about like how much you focus on your stand-up, and that's pretty cool. She's thinking about transitioning over. I know like Dana and Oscar, like there's like talks about them like working together, even though Dana said they wouldn't work with Oscar. But I think a lot of MMA fighters are gonna want to start coming to boxing, and they're gonna want to, like Dana's gonna want to set up those big fights in boxing, especially like maybe the strong weight girls are gonna want to come into boxing, and that's good for me and for like all the other flyweights in boxing and other girls that promoters have signed.
No, that'd be great.
That'd be pretty cool.
Creates more money fights for you guys.
Right. Yeah, I think that whole Mayweather-McGregor fight kind of started a new thing.
Yeah, just hopefully nobody gets hurt too bad in the process. Cause it's a dangerous thing they're playing with when they do that.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but yeah, obviously you're a very talented fighter. Like, I've had a chance to watch a lot of your fights. Like, I've seen you switch to southpaw. I've seen you walk girls down. I've seen you in the pocket. You're a very skillful fighter. What I wanted to ask you was, as a fighter, like, what do you think you need to like improve on to continue that path to becoming the greatest women's fighter of all time? Like, as you say, you want to become.
I think, well, for me, like, there's always something that I feel like I can improve on. That's, like, everything. I feel like my inside fighting could be better, my defense could be better. Like, I'm like my biggest critic, and I think that to me, there's always something I can work on. Like, nothing I do is ever good enough for me. Even though I can have a great sparring session and, like, beat the hell out of someone for, like, 8 rounds, and then watch the video after, and then I'll only see something that I did wrong. So I always want to just improve all the time. So what I think will help me, I think the most important thing with the improvement is just fighting consistently, because I think I would look so much better if I was fighting consistently, and I would just feel more comfortable in there and just be more loose and be able to do a lot more. I think that's what I find. So it's just like fighting consistently will help me improve my skills even more.
Yeah, and not even just that, like maybe even like fighting at your weight more consistently, because I know there was a period of your career where you fought girls who were at higher weight classes, so that as well.
Yes, yeah, I think only 2 out of my 11 fights have been at 108 pounds.
Okay.
The other fights have been like 112, 113, 114. Like we just had to not having a promoter is hard because we don't have the money to get the girls that we want at the weight class that I should be fighting at.
Yeah.
And then if we do find a girl, we tell the promoter. The promoter's like, oh well, it's gonna cost too much to box. It's gonna cost too much for this and that. But we have this girl, so then at a certain point, they either take it or leave it thing, and it's like, well, of course I want to fight, so I just fight whoever they give me. Which sucks because I feel like my knockout percentage should be super high. Like if I was fighting at a weight class that I should be at. But because of that, it's hard to knock out somebody in 4, 6 rounds who weighs like 20 pounds more than you the day of the fight.
Yeah, no, I understand that like 100%. Because I remember when I was ringside and I saw you fight Nancy Franco, like I watched how you would turn your punches and I could hear the sound of them and I could see the punch placement, and they were all good punches. Like they were landing. But then like I know, what did you fight at that fight? Was that 112 or what?
Yeah, I think that was 110 or 112.
Okay.
But yeah, it's usually that was like a 110, I think.
Yeah. No, cause like I mean I know if like someone's not fighting like cause I mean I box myself, so I usually can tell like when someone has power but they're not fighting at the right weight. Like if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. So like I mean, just like Chocolate, he started at 102 pounds and he was killer, knocking everybody out, and then when he's fighting at 115, like you can just see the guys are just too big.
Oh yeah, man.
Physically too big.
Yeah, when
and like Chocolate, even though he's got knocked out and lost, he's still one of my favorite fighters right now because I know that he's come from 102 pounds all the way up, fighting at 115. It's like this guy has so much heart and like
absolutely.
He's great. I love him.
No, me too. You know, it's funny. I'm glad you actually said that because on my channel, like I think I was like his #1 like defender when he was like #1 pound for pound, because a lot of people on YouTube they were flapping their gums about how he didn't deserve to be #1, and then I had like hour-long videos breaking down his whole resume, and I'm glad you said that. A fighter said it.
He definitely. A lot of people don't see like the little things that he does, like in the ring. Like he can fight on the inside. He has good defense. Like honestly, I'm not saying he's as great as Roberto Duran, but he reminds me of Roberto Duran so much.
Yeah. What about Roberto Duran though specifically?
Just the way he can stay on the inside, but at the same time, he's also moving punches in the inside so close to you. I think that's great, and Chocolatito shows a lot of that.
Yeah. No, what I tell people is I would say like Roman Gonzalez, the kind of style he fights, it's really hard. Like if you go to a local boxing gym and try to fight like him, odds are you're gonna get hurt. Cause he'll throw like 10 punch combinations and he'll stand right in front of you and he'll slip a lot of them, but he's still opening himself up. So the more you open yourself up, the more you have a chance to get hurt and get countered.
Right. Yeah.
Which is what I don't think people are thinking about enough when they talk about Chocolatito.
Yeah, that's the reason why I went to the team when he was trying to stay on the inside and try to connect and take punches. It didn't work because those guys are just bigger and stronger.
Yeah, and he's gonna stay there too.
Yeah, he's gonna stay there. He did stay there, which is like, it's like, wow, like if I was him, I would have known. Even though I know someone's bigger and stronger, like just because I have so much heart like that too, like I would try to stay there and stay there too. So I mean, that's why you have so much credit for. Going out the way he did.
No, absolutely, man. To me, one of the all-time great fighters of the smaller weight classes for sure.
Yeah, definitely underrated for sure.
Yes. One thing I wanted to ask you, and this might be, I don't know, this might be a weird question, but like I remember when I went to the weigh-in, like I noticed you had this, I noticed you had a tattoo. I think it was on your left or right hip. I can't remember which one, but you had a tattoo. But what did that tattoo say?
It says, all things are possible through Christ who strengthens me.
Oh, Philippians 4:13.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out. Okay, yeah, no, that actually, like, that's pretty cool, because, I know your dad, because, I mean, like I said, I did my homework on your dad, and I watched, like, all the little clips he posts when you were, like, an amateur and stuff like that. Like, I watched, like, all of them, like, a couple nights ago. And I remember, there was one where you were about to get in the ring, and he was basically, like, preaching to you before you got in the ring. He's like, God gave you the strength to fight. Go on there, trust the Lord. He gave you the talent, and you can start, and then you went in there and you did your thing.
Yeah, he always before every single fight since my first amateur fight, he always tells me, if God is for you, nobody can be against you, and he just always very it's always very encouraging before fights for sure.
Yeah, yeah. What was like? I mean, like I saw his post on Instagram, but like when you were actually with him and he got the news that you were gonna sign with Golden Boy, like what was his overall reaction to that?
The day that I got signed, or knowing that
Whenever he first found out, if he knew before, like whenever he first found out.
He was super excited. I was actually known since October they were going to sign me, and my trainer has been like negotiating the contract. So finally in October we got the final contract like settled, and we're like okay. And then Robert Diaz said in the beginning of the year we'll sign. That way the contract starts at the beginning of the year because our cards are full October, November, and December, so you can't sign with us anyway those months. So like, okay, cool. So then Tom Loeffler offered me a spot on February 24th, the Super Fly 2 card.
Okay.
And I was like, man, like, when are you going to get a call from Robert? Like, what do I do? Do I fight the 24th? Or, like, are they not going to sign me? So maybe, like, January 5th, Robert Diaz called my trainer and said, you know, we're ready to do it. We're ready to sign her. So, yeah. And my dad was super excited. I know my trainer was too. He doesn't really show his emotions as much, but I know my dad was very excited. I was too. You know, it's been a lot of hard work and struggle. Like 18 years of hard work I put in to get to this point right here, because I feel like now is when my career really starts.
Yeah, absolutely. It's when a lot of people are going to really start to find out about you, because you'll get the exposure.
Right, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No, so that's good. I hope you have the same mentality as like Ricky Schroeder in the Champ. My money's your money. Take that man to Denny's or something. But yeah,
so I'm excited for sure.
No,
can't wait.
I'm happy for you. I'm gonna let you go, Seniesa. But I wanted to before I end the interview, is there any message you wanna drive home or just tell the boxing world, the boxing fans out there that are gonna listen to this? Like anything you want to say to them specifically? Any message?
I just want to thank my fans and everyone who's been supportive and always came to my fights, and people who have become a fan. I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to just gaining so many more fans this year.
Yeah.
And thank you for all the support.
No problem, Seniesa. You know, I like to give credit where credit is due. So just thank you for your time, and you know, I really do think, and I thought for a while, whether you know it or not, I thought for a while that you are going to be one of the premier women's fighters in the world. Like I've always thought that. So.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm really for that for sure.
All right. So Seniesa Estrada, thank you for talking to me today, and yeah, take care.
You're welcome.